Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I'm Pastor Joe Fox. We just did a little drill, my wife and I. We're living in a house that's in the process of being fixed from a major catastrophe. And so most of our stuff is out of this house and packed up. And I was just getting ready to go somewhere else where I can actually upload this video. And I found this old purse of my wife's in our closet. It was just laying in our closet, empty. And you can see it ripped at one point, and she fixed it with some safety pins. And I thought, hey, let's give ourselves 5 minutes and just run around the house and throw stuff into this purse and make it like a get me home bag or an urban bob or something like that. It looks pretty innocuous. I mean, even a dude could probably get away with carrying this thing. And like I said, this was my wife's purse. I know a lot of you sisters, a lot of you ladies out there carry a purse at least this big. Let's go ahead and go through this. And again, it's not perfect, but we just threw this together literally in about 5 minutes. All right. So the first thing is we have this really cool, what's it called? Sport Berkey water filter. I actually got this free as a promotional thing when I was working with mainstream preppers. But this allows you to pour dirty water in here and then suck clean water out through a straw, and it filters it. I had one of these laying around the bedroom. Water is really important. And we're going through this in no particular order. This is some Purell hand sanitizer. Maybe you can just close in and we'll just start laying stuff out here. That was already in my wife's purse. This is some moleskin for your feet, some Band-Aids, and a bar of soap. Soap is really important. And again, this isn't packed, greatly. We just threw this stuff together. So obviously, if we had time, we'd get into it and like waterproof this notepad that we got. We have a pencil that'll never run out, a Sharpie, maybe write on your hand or a wall or something, and then a pen. I had a roll of duct tape, so I quickly grabbed about 15 feet of duct tape right there because duct tape rules the universe. Here's some old shoelaces and a piece of 550 cord, so you have some cordage. And I know how to make cordage, but having cordage sure saves a lot of time and works good. I had this knife hanging on my dresser, and so it's a little knife. Maybe once you get going, you put it on your neck. But defensive knife. It's also you can gut fish with it or something. So there, a knife. I had 3 of these that I forgot that I had sitting on my dresser. That's 3 ounces of silver. My wife already had these. I thought this was dental floss. Actually, I passed up a whole thing of dental floss. I love dental floss in kits. You get a lot of cordage for a little package. And I thought these were little mini dental flosses that she had in there, but they're not. They're breath strips or something. So you'll be a sweet smelling survivor. Okay, that's all that's in there. Let's see what we got in here. Pack of matches that obviously needs to go into a plastic bag. A lighter, Bic lighter, starting a fire, some more cordage. And this is called a PAL light. I bought everybody in the family one, and actually it's just kind of bulky. We don't really carry them around, but it's a really good light, and it lasts forever. Let me turn it off. There we go. So, let's see what else I got in here. Anything in here? Anything in here? What's in this pocket? Nothing. Look at that. Room for stuff. Alright, now let's see what we put inside. Again, very quickly, just running through the house. I grabbed a whole Ziploc bag of pads. You can use them for first aid devices, but you can also use them if it's that time of the month when you're on the run. Obviously, this isn't a week's worth, but it's bulky, and it'll do until we can sort something else out. Toothbrush. We bought this at a movie theater and never ate it, so it's been laying around. But it's raisins and chocolate for good go food. This is a Progresso soup, and it has a pop top. You got to be careful carrying these because that top can open up, but this way we didn't have to do a can opener. A jar of peanut butter, because peanut butter is a lot of food value in a small package, and you can eat it on the go. This was actually outside, laying out there, and it rained last night, so it's wet, but this is a poncho, plus a little bag to stick berries in or whatever, gather stuff in, so I'm going to leave that out for now. Metal cup. And Earl Grey tea, caffeine, and to make it more civilized when you're on the run. Another Progresso soup. We had a little pack of sunflower seeds, little pack of craisins, This is really important, and you know, everybody's got these hats laying around probably that you don't wear anymore. This is just a knit hat. It's actually not knit, it's made out of some kind of miracle fiber. It's very thick, but it keeps you warm, and even in the summertime you can get cold. Last night it blew a storm and it rained really hard, and so having this on your head would have kept you from getting hypothermia, or it helped keep you from getting hypothermia. So it's good to have a knit hat. You can do other things with it. Toilet paper. This was an old prescription of Motrin 400s, and I read a survey, a study that the Army did one time on expired medicines, because I'm quite sure this is probably expired. But most medicines just get weaker. They don't like turn to poison. Aspirin is kind of an exception, but this is an aspirin, it's Motrin. Painkiller to keep you on the go. And then we grabbed a bunch of water bottles that we had. Just to, before we use this, maybe we can use those. Plastic bags, big plastic trash bags, a multitude of uses, from shelter to filling with leaves and making blankets out of, to holding water in, whatever. Ground cloth, it's a good thing, multi-use. This is a knife I don't use very much anymore. It was on my dresser. It's a good knife. That's for skinning and stuff like that, but it's a knife, it's steel in your hand, so that's good. Do we have anything else in our bag? A spoon, a metal spoon. I think that's it. So let's just do a quick review, because again, we just threw this together, all right? Do we have fire? Yes, we do. We've got some matches and a lighter. Not great fire. Obviously, if this was a well thought out, well planned kit, we'd have more fire, but we have fire. Do we have shelter? Yes, we do. We have a poncho, we have trash bags, we have a hat. We have duct tape and cordage that we can start fashioning things. So food, shelter, water. We have actual water and a water purification thing. If we had time, we'd go ahead and fill this bottle up also. Food, shelter, fire, water. What else do we have? First aid. We have first aid. We can use these for first aid. Plus we have soap. The most important part of survival hygiene or survival medicine is maintaining proper personal hygiene. And so you got to stay clean. Some Band-Aids, some moleskin.
And a toothbrush.
Oh, and a toothbrush, because you don't want to get, cavities in your teeth. We don't really have any maps or compasses. I don't have extras of those laying around. And everything else is packed up, or it's in our reel bob that's out there, or it's in the car. And we're not cheating for this. It would be good if you could do that. And signaling. I guess you could use a flashlight or a fire. Here's the deal. It took my wife and I less than 10 minutes, probably closer to 5 minutes, just to throw this together. And you can go through this and go, yeah, Pastor Joe, you don't have this, you don't have this, you should put this, you should do this. Yeah, sure, of course. But here's the thing. This little kit right here only took 5 minutes to put together. This kit is now going in that closet right there. And we've got an extra kit in case somebody shows up or whatever, You should do the same thing, because running around with your hair on fire when something bad happens is not a good plan. We weren't under any stress when we put this together. If you're under stress, you're not going to be thinking correctly. So just take the time, throw some stuff together, get yourself a little bug out bag, because right now, if I had to run and go live in those woods that are out there, I would be much better prepared with just this little kit than I would be if I just had what's on me. And actually, I'm pretty well prepared with what's on me, but most people. So please, go get yourself a kit, go put it together, play with it. It's a work in progress, you'll never be done, but get yourself something put together. It doesn't have to cost you any money. It really doesn't have to take a lot of time. All right, I hope I see you out there. Was that good?